Is newspaper the best way to clean windows? Welcome back to another video and another episode where we debunk some of the cleaning myths that you find on the internet regarding commercial and residential cleaning. You see on the internet tales about white wine and its capabilities to remove red wine, how shaving foam can clean makeup, how baking soda can cut through grease. And today's episode, we're going to be looking at the myth of newspaper versus standard window cleaning tools. Now, I've been in the cleaning industry for 15 years now, and there's lots of scientific methods around the best way to clean certain aspects. But today we're going to be putting our newspaper to practical application on some windows around the office here. So let's go and have a look. So firstly, we're going to try the standard applicator and squeegee that most window cleaners will use to try and clean this window to see how we get on. Firstly, we're going to use the applicator with a mild detergent on to wash the window, remove any contaminants, and then we'll use the squeegee to remove all the surface water and make sure we've got a nice streak-free finish. So let's go. So we're giving it a nice wash, making sure we get all the corners and all the edges, get any contamination off. You can see that detergent bubbling up. So we'll put that down. And now we'll use the squeegee along the surface to make sure it gives us a nice streak-free finish. We'll use that down, down, and there we have it. Nice clean window. The rubber of the squeegee actually gets into all the corners, brings all the water down nicely. It's left no streaks. The seal is a little bit wet, but generally day to day you would wipe that off with a cloth. But overall, a great result and a proven method for cleaning windows. So now let's move on to the newspaper and see how we get on with that. So first we're going to take a double-sided sheet and we're going to screw it up and give the window a good scrub to remove any contaminant and see how we get on with that. So we'll give it a good scrub. Make sure we're getting in all the corners. A little bit harder to do with the newspaper, get into the corners, but if you use your fingers to get in there, you can do so. Up and down. And once we've done that, we're going to use another piece of newspaper, double-sided sheet. Again, we're going to just screw that up into a nice ball and use that to dry the window, making sure we get all the corners and edges so we don't have any run marks. Yeah, it has to be fair. So now we've finished with the newspaper, and to be fair, even I am pretty shocked. It has gave some good results compared to the applicator and squeegee, which may be considered the more professional method. The only downside I would say it was a little bit more difficult to get into corners, but that may be a tribute to the fact that I had quite a big piece of newspaper. But apart from that, again, it's left a streak-free finish. I can see my beautiful face in that reflection, and it's a good job. Best one we've done so far. So test number 2, we're here in the toilet, where instead of a window, we're going to test the applicator and squeegee on a mirror. So let's give it a go and see what results we get. We'll start with the applicator and mild detergent first, and we'll give that a good scrub. We'll drop that down here and we'll use the applicator to remove that. Nice and simple on an environment like that. Job done. So again, a trusted tool, well used in the commercial cleaning field, and some people do use at home. A good streak-free finish. We would use a cloth to clean around the edges just to capture any last bits and pieces. So test 2 for the newspaper, we're going to use the same methods that we use when cleaning the glass at the front of the unit. A double sheet spread, nice and screwed up to scrub the window or mirror in this case of any contaminants. Give it a good clean up to get rid of that surface layer of dirt, so we'll conduct that. One thing I am seeing now is starting to see some ink coming off onto the tiles especially. Well, now we'll use a fresh piece to buff that mirror up and see if it removes all the streaks. And that's it for that one, guys. Not as good of results on the mirror compared to the glass at the front of the unit. The ink started to come off onto some of the tiles as the newspaper got wet. So a good result, but not as good as the applicator and squeegee in this particular instance on the mirror. So, is newspaper really the best way to wash your windows? No is the direct answer. The newspaper gave us some good results on the glass, but not such good results on the mirror. So they're good, but not the best. So we've established today the best way to clean your windows or glass is a traditional commercial method with your applicator and squeegee. It takes less time, gives you less streaks, and gives you overall better results using an applicator and squeegee method versus your old newspaper. Now, of course, if you haven't got an applicator and squeegee to hand, newspaper can do a fantastic job, as we found out with the first challenge on the glass. One thing I would recommend is that you make sure the newspaper is not too wet, or you use a new piece of newspaper to make sure that you don't end up with an inky, soggy mess on your windows and on your hands. So that's it for today's video, guys. We've debunked another cleaning myth. Is newspaper really good for cleaning your windows? Occasionally, and in the right circumstances, if you haven't got the right tools to you available. Well, thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please do so. It helps us a lot. Give this video a like, and we'll be back soon debunking more cleaning myths, reviewing more cleaning equipment, and bringing you more value from the cleaning industry. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.